How often are you putting your own comfort aside to meet somebody else's goal? Humans are exceptionally judgy, but musicians, we have made being judgy literally an art form. We love to look at a player and be like, oh man, I bet they hurt. Look at how their head is cranked, or what their posture is doing, or how they sit, how they hold their bow, how they hold their embouchure. Like, we love to judge these things, right? And somehow get some self-gratification out of it. Oh, well, I'm far superior. So then when we have an injury ourselves, we turn that in on ourselves and we think, oh, it must be my technique, or it must be my instrument, or it must be my posture. Maybe it's my anatomy somehow. Like, my shoulder just doesn't do what other people's shoulders do. The bones are weird or something. But this is not the whole picture. And we tend to get very judgy on ourselves and other people when there's an injury involved. Oh, they must have done something wrong. Or, oh my God, I must have done something wrong. I'm kind of ashamed that I'm in pain right now. I can't play. I'm letting all these people down if I can't play. Or I'm gonna suck it up, hero complex, and just get through this concert. Figure out what the issue is after this season, or after this concert, or after X, Y, or Z. And guess what? If you're always putting these things off, then you're never tackling the issue. I can tell you myself, this viola, I blamed for my pain for a really long time because it's a big instrument. So then I got this guy thinking, oh, if I have a smaller viola, my pain's gonna go away. All these issues are gonna be resolved. I don't have to start rebuilding my technique for the 5th time. I don't have to think about my posture anymore. My problems will be resolved. Doesn't work that way. In my case, my pain didn't go away when I got the smaller viola. Because if it's not your technique, if it's not the instrument, if it's not your posture, what is it? There's a deeper issue, and that is your connection to yourself. How often are you putting your own comfort aside to meet somebody else's goal? Or even your own goal, but your drive to complete that goal is so strong that you're willing to just put your comfort aside because just do it, right? That's the culture we live in. Suck it up, just do it, no pain, no gain. That there's an idea that anything worth having, anything worth achieving has to come at some kind of a high price. And it's nonsense. Things can be easy and still be worth celebrating. Sure, refine your technique. If you really feel like you need it, get the better instrument. Work on your posture, but don't dwell on these things. Because dwelling on them just creates more pain. It creates that idea that I'm never gonna get this right. It's too hard. I just should quit playing. Observe these things, make the changes where you see that they need to be made, and see that you can make them without having some kind of negative emotion attached to it. And then realize that you are a human being with thoughts and feelings. You're not a machine that can be fixed. You are a human being who changes and adapts to their circumstances, to their environment. And that's a really good thing, because the injuries that you've sustained so far, the pain that you're feeling so far, mental health issues, this is all just information to carry forward. So the idea that you could fix or repair something negates anything that you've learned in the past. But you've learned so much. So you take what you learn and you let that inform how you operate in the future. And that becomes your process. And your process is what you test with goals, so that the goal is not the pinnacle of your achievement. It's how you connect to yourself, how you feel about yourself, your self-confidence, your self-trust, your self-worth. And then the goals are just fun little tests. And if something succeeds, that's amazing. And if you fail, that's okay. You observe maybe why something didn't work out, why you failed, and then you change your process accordingly. And then you go forward in this way. You're not living in fear of always failing. that you didn't make that shift, that you didn't make that run, that you squeaked in a performance, or you dropped a stick, you dropped your bow. These things happen, and they're just information. That's it, plain and simple. Hello musicians, I'm Dr. Rachel White Galvin. I help musicians perform without pain.